everyone. If you read the title, then you'll know this is the intro for the thing that I have been hinting at and cooking up for, I don't know, a few days. Well, I know I've been talking about it for a few days. I've been thinking about it for like a week, give or take. Not very long. And that is something I am calling the Anime Alphabet Challenge, or the Alphabet Anime Challenge. I don't know. Okay, you know what? Okay, this is a channel of rambles and everything is unscripted and nothing is ever... Here, I can just check my spreadsheet. Anime Alphabet Challenge. Okay. Yes, there's a spreadsheet. Things are serious. Okay, so, first things first, I'm sure somebody has done this before me. I'm sure a lot of somebodies have done this before me. However, I have not looked this up online at all. So, everything I have come up with on my own, the rules, the stipulations, the plan, everything, like I said, so somebody else has done this before me and did it way better. Go watch theirs. If you don't like how I'm doing this was just something I thought of the other day, and I was however long ago it was. I was like, that could be neat. So anyway, this is not me. This isn't the first official part of this. This is just going over what it is and how it's gonna work and all the details and stuff. Just because I wanted to put it in its own separate thing. That way, in the actual non-introduction videos, I could just talk about the specific anime that gets brought up. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm kind of going everywhere, but once again, that's standard for this channel, and that's how I do things. Alrighty, so, ground rules and explanation and ground rules of what this is. So, this was an idea I had, like I said, maybe a week and a half. I watch a lot of YouTubers try to platinum, 100% achievement, PlayStation games. And one thing they do is they will do this thing called the Alphabet Platinum Challenge or something, where they have to platinum games in order from A to Z, and I believe as well before A they do... I don't remember if it's before A or after Z. They'll do a game that doesn't have a letter. It's like the first character is like a number or a symbol or something. And I always find those to be very interesting. So I was like, man, what if I did that for something that I like? And I was like, well, I don't want to do that trophy-wise. I like picking my trophies and my achievements for myself. I like doing whatever I want to do. And I was like, what else could I do? And I was like, anime. I like that. I need something to watch now that I finished Oz. And I was like, what if I did that with anime? So I was like, I'll pick 27 shows, one for each letter of the alphabet and one for non-number. And then I have to watch a show that starts with that letter, and I have to go in order. So that's the basic idea. The rules and stipulations that I have put in place for myself, which unironically came back to bite me more than I thought they would. So, rules. I can't pick shows I have already seen or started in any capacity. So if I've seen season 1 of a show and season 2 is out, I haven't seen season 2, can't see it, or can't watch it. If I've already, seen the show, can't watch it. If I have already seen part of it and haven't finished it, can't watch it. I almost thought about breaking this rule for a couple shows when I've seen one episode of it, and I was like, I kind of want to do that, but I was like, no, gotta be consistent. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2, I tried to pick shows that were done or just didn't seem like they were getting another season anytime soon. So the rule was, if I looked up a show and something was being produced or was about to be released, unfortunately it got booted off the list, which is really unfortunate because I went in here with the expectation of watching at least 2 shows. Those being Oshinoko, and Haikyuu, sorry. Unfortunately, Oshinoko season 3 just ended recently, which is why I thought, man, it'd be a good time to watch it. But then they announced season 4, which, I mean, I don't remember when it says it's gonna air. I mean, it won't be for a while, but I'm like, nope, violates my rule that I made up, where if anything of any kind has been announced, regardless of if it's out or not, I'm barring it from the list. So unfortunately that didn't make it. And then similarly, Haikyuu, I thought it was done. It was not done. So I did my research, and apparently there was going to be another movie, like the final movie, part 2 or whatever. Well, now apparently there's going to be a part 2 and a part 3, and part 2 has a release date of 2027, and I was like, okay, well that kicks it off the list, which is really unfortunate, because those were 2 of the shows that I went into this challenge of sorts being like, these are shows that I want to watch, so I want to be sure to include them. Like, I have those picked for the letter O and the letter H, so that didn't happen, which is really unfortunate. Like I said, really, really unfortunate. There was another show that I wanted to watch. Fortunately, it got to make the cut because season 3 hasn't been announced, and there's no indication that it will be. Now, if I start a show and a new thing gets announced while I'm in the middle of it, I'm still allowing myself to watch it because I am, actively in the middle of it. So that was another rule. I'm also allowing myself one reselect. Okay, great. My air kicked on right now. Okay, if I watch a show, and this is, it doesn't matter how far I get. If I'm watching a show and I'm like, man, I do not enjoy this, I'm allowing myself one do-over. I can go back on to whatever service I want, Crunchyroll, Amazon Prime, Netflix, whatever, and I can pick a different show for whatever letter, but I only get to do this once. Fortunately for you all, or unfortunately if you think me using that would be more exciting, I don't know. I don't tend to drop things. Once I'm committed, I tend to stick to them, unless I just really, really can't get into it. So we fortunately shouldn't have to worry about me using that. I just want to give myself one out just in case. Like, something is horrendously bad, and even then I kind of hoped there's a bad show on here, because I didn't want to just watch all shows that were deemed amazing. I mean, I wanted to watch good shows, but so let's see. So that was another rule. Let's see. So shows I hadn't seen, shows that don't have anything actively being produced, one do-over, and then I'm trying to think, I feel like maybe there was another rule. Oh yeah, I'm not allowing myself to use piracy sites. So it has to be through services that I have access to, which puts us at Crunchyroll, Amazon Prime, Netflix, and until April 16th, give or take, High Dive. But spoiler alert, none of the shows I'm watching are on High Dive. Originally, it was just going to be a Crunchyroll only thing, because I wanted to see if I could make up a good list using just one service. And I knew Crunchyroll would probably have enough shows to fit the requirement of 26 letters and a number or something. But then I got to a letter, and there's a show that I was like, okay, I've been meaning to watch this show, and it is a show that I know my bestie likes, which is on Prime. So that broke. I was like, okay, we're getting rid of that rule, because I really want to watch this show, and I think if she happens to see that episode, I think she'll get excited that I finally watched it. Okay, so yeah, that was a rule that didn't get put in place. Oh yeah, this was the rule that I felt like I was forgetting to discuss, and this one I still honestly haven't decided if I want to make it a rule or not. Which I'm sure some of you are thinking, well, if you don't have the rules finalized, then why are you committing to this? Like, you should get it figured out before that. I don't know, it seemed fun. Which is, I haven't decided if I'm going to allow myself to watch other things while doing this. Because I kind of want to. However, I understand one of the appeals is that you have to go in order. However, I'll admit there are a couple shows coming out that I kind of want to watch that didn't meet the criteria because they're actively airing, or will be. And so I haven't completely decided if allowing me to watch other... I feel like, okay, if it's a non-anime show, I feel like it should be fair game because it's not related to the challenge. If it is, that's why I'm like, I haven't decided, because like there's like a show in April called Liar's Game coming, and like that's gonna do weekly, and I kind of want to watch that, but I'm like, would that be considered violating the thingy? Also, a rule I just thought of right now. Actually, give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I think we're good. Rule I thought of right now. Which I promise I genuinely put thought into this, but you don't think of things until, last minute, unfortunately. I'm also I am allowing myself to watch any shows that I'm currently watching with, like, my mom or something. Like, we are actively watching Dr. Stone. I am going to allow that, and we are also watching JoJo Part 7 whenever the next episode of that comes out. So those two I am allowing, because I don't just want to be like, hey, Mom, I know we're in the middle of something, but because of my idea, we have to stop. That doesn't seem fair. So I hope you're all chill with that. So those are the immediate rules that I can think of. Should I think of something else, it will be addressed in some kind of upload or post or something. If any of you have any ideas or thoughts on said rules, feel free to share them. If you're like, Joe, you really shouldn't watch other shows, we want you to be committed to these, okay, sure. If you're like, oh, I think this would be a good rule to have, okay, I can add it in later, whatever. I think, this is the nicest way possible. Not a lot of my videos get tons of engagement anyway, so I'm not expecting anything, but by all means, if this one just so happens to get something, and anybody has any thoughts or opinions or input, please share away. Worst I'll do is say, I'm sorry, I don't really like that idea, and I won't add it, but like, I don't know, I'm not gonna be like rude about it. Last little section here, why am I doing this? I don't know. Because like trophy hunters, I imagine they do this because it seems like a video that get a lot of views. I know for a fact my videos do not get a lot of views. I just thought it'd be fun. So I thought it would A, be fun to make videos on, and B, I just thought it'd be fun to do in general. Like, I'd be like, yeah, I want to do that. I want to see if I can watch 27 shows, like with the special stipulation of in order, letter, whatever. So yeah, I just think it sounds fun. Also, like I said in a couple of the rambles, these will be put in the main ramble playlist alongside like a playlist just for them. So I have a spreadsheet with all the shows, and then on the spreadsheet is the name of the show, the platform I watched it on, and the rating I chose to give it. I feel like maybe I should add what the score on like myanimelist.com is to see how my rating compares to that, which now that I've said that out loud, I think I will. Also, I have a notes section of things I thought about the show, and then when I am completely done, we are gonna go, like, I'm gonna take the averages of my scores, see what the average score was, talk about the overall experience. I don't know. That's the current plan, but plans change. So, also, I'm not going to announce I'm not going to announce all the shows at once. I plan to announce, like, the number show in this one, like, this is the first show. And then when I put up the video on the first show, I'll say, okay, the next show is blank, and I'll talk about, I'll talk about the show, and then when I'm all wrapped up, I'll say, okay, the next one is this. And this is what we're going into, look forward to it, whatever. So I will say right now that I have already finished the first show, on the list because I wanted something to go along with this. I didn't just want it to be like, hey, I'm doing a thing, and then just have you wait for the first part of it. So this will be going up tonight, and I imagine the first show discussion of sorts will go up tomorrow. So the first show we watched, the non-letter titled show, which could be number or symbol, was 2.43. Oh god, I don't know how to pronounce that. Seiin. Yeah, okay, I think it's Seiin. 2.43 Seiin High School Boys Volleyball Team, which I watched on Crunchyroll. I'm not gonna say what I rated it or what my anime list rated it. So that is the first show of the challenge, I guess. Which, like I said, I've already watched it. And spoiler alert, I also have started the letter A show. Not saying what it is. That'll be revealed in the discussion thingy, which should be up tomorrow, like I said. I guess the last thing I can address is, what about this is a challenge? Because all I'm doing is watching anime. I don't know. Challenge just makes it sound more exciting. Maybe it's the commitment or the time sink or something. Because I know I haven't added up all the episodes, but a few of these shows are a little long. Now I didn't pick any huge shows. Sorry to disappoint. Like, there's no One Piece or Naruto or Gintama, or all shows are under 100 episodes. In fact, the majority of them are even under 50. I said I didn't pick a lot that were super long. That was mostly so I could get through shows quicker, because I would have felt that if I picked all of these shows that were 50 episodes plus, and it's like, okay, I put one out, and then you're waiting super long for me to put the next one out. I felt like if we just did a few big ones, of the whole experience, these were the super big ones that we did, and how they compared to the other shows that were shorter or smaller. So yeah, this is my idea. I'm sure plenty of people have done it before me. I'm sure they're gonna do it better, but I'm gonna do it my way and my style, and I think it'll be fun. I mean, I'm gonna have a good time. Like I said, I already finished the first show. I had great. I had just doing that part. Like, I'm not saying thoughts on the show here. Just doing this for watching this first show for this was just a fun thing, because I was like, I've looked at info on it, and I'm watching it. I'm like, how do my thoughts compare to this and this and this? Anyway, okay, I've gone on long enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this up. Just so it is up, I'm gonna throw it in its playlist. Gonna throw it in the regular playlist. That way, everything is in order. And then I will be back tomorrow, with the first discussion of a show. I guess lastly, I don't have a set schedule. I don't have a time frame. I'm gonna try to finish one show a week, or one like I said, there are some longer ones in here. They'll be done when they're done. However, I do have a tendency to binge things once I'm hooked. So if I get hooked on a show, for all I know, some of these 12, 13 episode shows, I can get them done theoretically in a day. So that could very well happen. We could get just an influx of, okay, this is done, and tomorrow the next one's done. However, like I said, there are some longer ones that I think will take a little longer. So we might see a rapid posting of quite a few of these, and then there might be a pause. However, because of that, I may space out the uploads, just so I don't know. I haven't totally decided yet. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here. So I hope if you choose to watch these, because I know it's a little different, if you choose to watch these, I hope you have a good time, and I hope you enjoy them. I don't know. I think it'll be fun, and that's what matters. So, because I don't know. I put off watching anime, and I thought this would be a good way to watch some more. Yeah, so new thing tomorrow, first show done and taken care of. So I will talk to you all again tomorrow. I hope you enjoy it, and bye.